I'm pretty sure this is going to be my last bottle of Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm not buying it again, and it's probably not for the reasons you think. Let's get into it. Now, if you're like me and you remember wearing foundation in the 1990s, you'll know that there aren't too many foundations around today that were still around back then. This is one of them, and the other one that I can think of off the top of my head is MAC's Face and Body Formulation. So that said, there aren't that many foundations that have stood the test of time like this one. So what are my beefs with it? It's not actually an issue of quality. I actually still think it performs really nicely. If you want an all-day, long-lasting foundation for extremely humid climates, Estee Lauder Double Wear is still probably the best one I can think of. If you found a better one for the extreme heat and humidity of certain climates like Singapore, like maybe southern Florida, other really hot, humid, sticky zones where the makeup melts off your face, please do drop it down below in the comments. I'm sure many people would like to spend a little less, but time and time again, if you look at the comments on the most popular video I have on this, maybe that's why you're seeing this because you watched that video, you'll see how many people have chimed in to say that, yes, this is the best foundation if you need it to last all day. Just a very quick aside to say that if I don't look like I'm wearing much foundation today, it's kind of because I'm not. I'm using Merit's serum, Merit's moisturizer, and then the Merit complexion stick. I think that's the name of it. I'll put links down below. Helen in editing here. Please help me break out of jail, YouTube algorithm jail, by hitting like and subscribe. Probably this is as good a point as any to segue into why I'm not going to be continuing to purchase Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. This foundation is still good. That is not the issue. What my particular issue is, well, there's a few reasons. Reason number one that I'm not going to be repurchasing is that it's become ridiculously expensive where I live. The price jumped up about half a year ago to $70.50. I live in a place where the taxes are high. So where I live, it's going to be very expensive for me. I'm not a math Barbie, so I'm going to use my calculator to figure it out, but it's going to be $79 for this foundation after taxes. $80 for a foundation is crazy, in my opinion. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is I'm still having problems finding my exact shade. I purchased this one. It was not quite right. This is 2C3. I bought it in COVID times. It's totally expired, but it's basically empty. I just kept it to show you guys. I paid $40 for it at one of those Estee Lauder discount stores. That was a good deal. Like I would pay $40 in a heartbeat for this foundation. That's worth it. $80, not so much. I did repurchase this recently and I bought basically the same shade, but the neutral version, I think 2N1. And I found that oxidized. It looked good for 90% of the day, but then the last 10% of the day, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was white as a ghost in some places. It has some sort of brightening effect, whereas this one had a tendency to turn a bit more orange on me. The neutral one had a tendency to whiten up as the day went on, and that is 100% not the look that I'm after. I don't know if the neutral color has always been this way. I almost have the sneaking suspicion that to cater to the Asian market, they've made the neutral shades brighter and whiter, and I don't want that. The third reason that I'm not repurchasing right now anyway is that I don't really have the right climate for this foundation. About half of the year, I can't really use it at all because it's very dry here and it just settles into my fine lines. I've really figured out how to make it not look cakey. Maybe you've seen that video about that. If not, I'll be sure to link it up. But the bottom line is when I'm actually dealing with dry skin and like flaking skin, this foundation is a no-go in that kind of condition. And it's just a little too matte for my climate at this time of year. Now, I might be singing a different tune come, May, when it starts to get hot and humid where I live. But right now, even though it's on sale through like some of the Sephora sales, and even sometimes if you sign up for the Estee Lauder newsletter, you can get a couple deals. I just will not be purchasing. Even a little cheaper still isn't worth it for me because I don't want to buy it and have it sit for half a year without really being able to use it a lot. Now, I'm going to show you what I use instead of this. I've been very happy with, and it's just a fraction of the price. Okay, please don't look too carefully at my extremely messy linen closet. So these are the two that I've switched to. They were on sale at Target over the winter, so I stocked up. That's why the other one came out of my linen closet. They actually have a pretty good long shelf life if you don't open the bottle. These are Revlon Color Stay Long Wear. I wear shade 220 in each of them. They don't really oxidize. It has a huge amount of shades to pick from. Not quite as good as Estee Lauder, but pretty close. What I found is this here, let me flip you around. What I found in particular is this one here that is for combination oily skin is quite a bit like Estee Lauder Double Wear. If you just can't afford it or you don't want to support Estee Lauder or whatever is going on, maybe you're having a problem with oxidization, you might like this one. And then for me in the winter, this is the best one. Normal dry skin. I think these were $11 each when they were on sale, like so affordable. And frankly, 80% is good. Maybe better for the winter in my case. I just find that this plays really, really nicely, not only with my skin tone, but with my skin temperament. I actually accidentally bought this one. I didn't mean to buy this one for oily skin. I meant to buy this one, but in the end, I find they're actually quite similar, and it wasn't a big deal that I purchased the other one. So as you can see, I've used a good amount, and the other one is brand new. I don't know. I just feel like for the money, I can't go wrong, and this is going to be the one that's going to be, I think, my holy grail from now on. And if I can get the Estee Lauder for like $40, I will, but I'm not buying it at full price. That's just not going to happen for me. All right, everybody, I've got some other Estee Lauder videos. I will link them up. I also vlog these days, so if you want to see a little bit more about my creepy old house, follow me around, I don't know, cook some recipes with me, go ahead and watch one of my recent vlogs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.